It was a cool spring morning in East Tennessee, and the pink blossoms of rhododendron had fanned out to soak up the early sun, and the morning dew speckled the landscape. This was the first day of the Jones Burroughs Farmers Market. After tireless hours of planting, weeding, watering, harvesting, and plenty of dirt under my fingernails, it was time to sow the fruits of my labor. I'd woken up bright and early, slipped on my overalls, and made my way down to the lot to set up my booth. 8 o'clock. Time to sell. The streets bustled with eager customers that wanted to get the first picks of the day. Clusters of customers trickled through the booths, one after another. By noon, it was time to pack up and get back to the farm to prepare the harvests for next week. Each time I worked in that farmer's market, there was something that amazed me. Despite all the work that went into growing such a small amount of food, it was astonishing how fast the broccoli and lettuce disappeared from my table into customers' bags. It was almost like there wasn't ever enough food for all the people in the town. I couldn't help but think how important this was for my community. But it didn't feel like it stopped at my community. Long before setting foot on a farm and selling in the market, I was taught how to garden by my mom in the 3rd grade. I remember as a child being curious about where my food came from. And it was finally time for my mom to teach me how to garden like her grandfather had taught her. After some deliberation, we settled on the humble salsa garden. Together, we prepared a small plot of land. We dug holes for some tomatoes, peppers, cilantro, and onions. We watered everything daily from the rain barrel. The seasons passed, and many more gardens were planted, and my love for plants grew too. I aged and eventually expanded my agricultural view by working on a full-scale farm. Before I knew it, I was studying biosystems engineering in college. Crops were not just something to make salsa with or sell in a market. They were a means to feed an ever-growing earth where food security is becoming a looming problem. Although the future is uncertain for agriculture, there is still hope for a world where hunger is eradicated. Even if my part is small, I want to contribute to this vision of a world where there is food on every table and no farmer's market that goes empty.